I needed a big impact on a small budget for church this year at Christmas, so I made these letters. I'm going to show you how I did it. I knew I wanted the message of our Christmas season, which is Christ is here, Christ living in us. He is here now. That was the message that I wanted to make very plain this year when decorating for Christmas at church. So I wanted the letters that spell Christ is here. But I started looking into the pre-made ones. I mean, we're looking at, between $50 to $100 per letter. That's not in the budget. So I knew there was a better way. I started Googling and found a template on how to make letters and numbers. I ended up at Etsy, and Best Blank Templates is the one that I purchased. I was very particular about the font because I didn't want to cut out round shapes. The font that this company used had flat bottoms. As you can see right there on the S and the C over here, it was flat bottoms, so that helped tremendously. I got PDFs downloaded to my Google Drive, and I could choose whatever size letter I wanted. It went all the way from 1 foot to 6 feet. The hardest part of this whole project was actually figuring out the perfect size to print the template to fit on these pieces of foam board. The foam board is just basic foam board from Hobby Lobby. I got it on sale. And so all I needed to do was print out the template, put it on the foam board, and then cut it out. After many trial and error, I will save you time here. To fit a regular size piece of foam board, you print the 3-foot letters at 85%. That is the perfect size that will fit on this piece of foam board. It will go to the tip top, the very bottom, and onto the sides. Perfect fit for a piece of foam board. The template even comes with a PDF that tells you how to line up the template once you print it out. So I figured out how I was supposed to do it, and then line these pieces of paper up on my foam board. Put just a little bit of tape so it wouldn't move around. And in the beginning, I thought that a foam cutter would be the best option. I purchased one. It was a huge fail. It was a waste of money, and it went right back. It worked, but it took forever, and it ended up burning the foam and the paper on the foam board. So you can see that here in that video. I ended up pulling out my trusty little utility knife, and that did the job. We have very fluffy plush carpet. I just put my foam board on the carpet. I only had the blade out just enough to go through the foam board, and I cut it on the carpet. It did not cut the carpet. It was the perfect setup for cutting these letters. It did take a while. It probably took me 2.5 hours to cut out all of these letters, but I had duplicates. So I had some H's, I had 2 T's, I had 2 S's, 2 I's. And so I could just, once I did one, I could just trace it, so that made it go faster. In the end, this was a easy project. I mean, beginner level project. It just took some time to figure out the percentage that I needed to print, and then it took time to cut the letters out. Probably all in all, it was a 4-hour project, which isn't bad for such a great statement that this is making in our church sanctuary. Attaching this was actually easier than making it. This foam board is super lightweight. I was actually just gonna set it on the floor and just kind of attach right here, but I realized from the back of the sanctuary, you can't see what it's saying. You could just see kind of the tops of the white letters. So on this stage, we have like a decorative panel here. So we got creative. We just took some double adhesive Velcro pieces, little squares, put them on the back of the letters, attached it to the front of the stage, and it is totally staying. It's done a great job. It's so lightweight, it is easy to hang. I'm even envisioning taking these letters after Christmas is over and putting them in our foyer because this is our message, Christ is here. So to be able to reuse these letters would be fabulous. So I'll just move them into the foyer, hang them the same way. I can use some 3M Velcro strips, or I can hang it just like we did here. So if you need letters that make a statement, I highly suggest going this method. If you like this video, follow Finding Easy for more.